Hey, boys and girls. All right, let's welcome back. We're gonna do C and D real quick to finish up this problem. Okay, so it has this chart right here we have to fill out about G. So G prime and G double prime. So what's going on between -3 and 0 and 3? So it gives us the values at certain x, but we just got to figure out the tendencies. So let's take a look, shall we? No problem. So I wrote little thing. Let me get to the right page. Sorry. So here's G, a little graphy graph. It kind of looks like that. So G prime means the slope of this. So between -3 and 0, this slope is always positive. And from 0 to 3, if I'm doing tangent lines, just drawing tangent lines, that's also positive. Cool. And then G double prime, that's the concavity, right? That is the G to G double prime, that's this frowny smiley. So this from -3 to 0 right here, this looks like a smiley, right? So that's concave up, so that's positive. And then here, this part here of G looks like a frowny if you just keep going. So this is going to be negative. Cool. And that's it. That's all you got to do for part C. Easy, right? All right, now let's do part D. Back to this page I was at before. So part D, you have to figure out whether H is increasing or decreasing at x equals 0. So increasing or decreasing, that means the slope is positive or negative, increasing or decreasing. So that means I got to find h prime of x to start. So that means, I can find the derivative of this and the derivative of this. You're multiplying them together. So therefore you have a product rule. Again, f of x, write down the first, derivative of the second, plus write down the second, derivative of the first. Bam. Okie dokie. So what's going on? So at 0, let's see what's going on. So at 0, it actually gives you the value, right, of the, that's why they give you this information to start. So it says that f of 0 is -1. So f of 0 is -1. So this f of 0, let's plug in 0 first. Give the people what they want, show them all the work. So f of 0 is -1. Bam. G prime of 0. So that's the slope at 0. So that means we need to look at our graph. So look at our graph at 0. That slope is positive of G. So that slope is positive. So it's positive something. So negative times positive. Plus, okay, so we have G of 0. Actually, it tells us, right? G of 0? That don't make sense. G of 0 tells us in the chart, doesn't it? Yeah, it tells us. So G prime of when x is 0 is 2. It tells us. Damn. That's why this thing is kind of tricky, right? So this is 2, not, it's positive, yeah, but it's positive 2, exactly. Bam. G of 0, let's take a look. I think that's 2, right? G of 0 is 2 also. Cool. 2 also. You can also get it off the graph. That's 2. And then f prime of 0. So what happens when you plug in 0 here? That's what we have to figure out. So f prime of 0 is 0 squared minus 5 over 4 times e to the 0. So that's a -5 over 4. Anything to the 0 power is 1, so that's a -5 over 4. Cool. So this is -5 over 4. So this is -2 plus, this is going to be 8 over 4, because that's the same as 2 with the denominator 4. No, what am I doing? You're not adding. We're just multiplying. My bad. This is 2 times -5, which is -10 over 4. So it's negative 2 minus 5 over 2, which is a negative number, whatever that's going to be. So we can do negative 4 over 2 minus 5 over 2, which is negative 9 over 2, if you want to go out that far. But if you just left it like right here, you'd be good. So you know that this is negative, so h prime of 0 is negative. So at x equals 0, h of x is decreasing because h prime of x is negative. There we go. Cool. That is part A, B, C, and D. That's a good one. Make sure you review all of this stuff. Go and do these problems again. Great job, everybody. Take care.